What's that? You should start the next episode. Wow, that's a great idea.
Suzuha is about to travel back in time. For good.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
How bittersweet.
Well, after a setup like that... Speaking of bittersweet, we're the Bittersweet Gamers!
It's bound to happen once! I'm the Opinionator!
Not we squared.
Seriously, though, it is quite sad. We spent some time last episode basically resigning ourselves to the fact that all of this is meaningless. And we're about to come up on a bad end. Let's see how it goes. I'm so excited.
The mood has dropped significantly within the last minute or so.
Mayuri, you need to start saying something so we'll all get happy again. Get on it! What, not you?
珍しく気が利くじゃない。
Denied!
なんかそういう使い方してもらえると私としては照れちゃうな。
It's all been said at this point.
つうわけなんで画像はもう撮ったし、そのバッジは天音が持ってってよ。親父さんの大切な形見っしょ。
You're the A on the pin.
うん。そうする。
Here's a question. Have you ever had anybody in your life who just disappeared from it? Someone that maybe you wanted to be there but wasn't? I mean, that's one of those questions that nobody really likes thinking about. What do you guys think? Let us know. I say let us know, but again, nobody really likes to talk about this stuff. Suddenly, I am more bittersweet than I was before. And then Billy over here is not saying a darn word.
Where would I even begin? The mood of this episode is getting darker by the second.
So's the lighting! Ha 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 ha! That was lame. Besides, it's not like the lighting's changing. This is Steins Gate, where everyone is bathed in darkness even during the daytime. So cool!
Son of a bitch!
I could stop Suzuha from leaving if I tried. But unless she goes, I can't save Mayuri.
ここでマユシーから重大な発表があります。
There we go. That's the thing that we wanted you to do. Pom paka pom!
Yay!
As usual, she completely fails to sense the gravity of the situation, though I suppose it's our fault for not telling her the truth about Suzuha's time machine. In any case, she has my attention.
マユシーはですね、すずさんのお父さん見つけました。
What?
I don't believe you.
は？マジ？
She's gonna pull in some creepy rando.
会いたいよね。というわけで、今日はお父さんに来ていただいてます。
No way. I don't believe it.
Consistently underestimate her. There's no way she's gonna peg him, but maybe when I say consistently underestimate her, perhaps I mean underestimate the results of all the effort she puts into things.
Yeah.
What a sweet girl.
どこ？それでは発表します。すずさんのお父さんは
Is it like a doll she made or something? She's holding her hands behind her back.
This is adorable. Man, this whole situation sucks. Everything sucks. Everything about this sucks, and this just makes everything worse. Ah!
うお、セルフドラムロール？
ジャグジャン！すずさんのお父さんはダルくんです。
My God, you're right!
What?
Everyone's mouths drop. And by everyone, we mean BSG as well. Goodness!
そ
そのロジックはジョークになってないでしょう。そもそもこの変態が結婚なんてできるわけないし。
おい。
その言い草ひどくね？
It's also patently false. I don't know about the married thing, but she's right. Everything worked out. Just...
いや、クリスティーナの言い草に全面的に同意する。ダルは30歳を超えて魔法使いにクラスチェンジするのが確定だ。
お前ら少しは自重しろ。でも事実だから反論できない。
I am not going to dignify that one with a response.
Me either.
And Daru just accepts it.
そもそも私の父さん、こんなに太ってなかったよ。
Yeah, well, a lot can change in 7 years. Why be so judgmental?
もう、みんなダル君に冷たいよ。
That's very true. He's looked really good the last couple episodes.
うわ、僕をかばってくれるのはマユシだけだよ。
Including
なんと
himself.
いう天使。さては僕に惚れてるな。
This is why this happens to you, Daru.
Yeah.
Keep your mouth shut. And accept the praise. Harsh instantly shot him down without a second thought and with such a cheerful smile on her face. Could it be any worse?
マユシーの推理だと、ダル君は絶対にスズさんのお父さんなの。
Ah, so are we.
じゃあ聞かせてよ。どう証明したのか。
ピンバッジに書いてある文字のことをね、ずっと考えてたんだ。
Very good, very good.
Well done!
でね、じーって見てたら、7010の7の部分がちょっと変だなって気づいて。
Oh, yeah?
Huh.
これはね、7じゃなくて2なんだよ。下の横棒がかすれて消えちゃってるだけ。
Oh!
Really?
Oh, well done, Mayushi!
本当に？小さすぎてよくわかんないけど。デジカメで撮った画像を拡大するとね、気づくよ。
2010って西暦のこと？まさに今年のことじゃない。
Well, let's not forget what Daru was just doing.
Yeah.
だったら、最初のアルファベットは何を意味するんだ？
These are the scientists, folks.
簡単だよ。岡部、椎名、橋田、牧瀬。でもって、あまね。
It was right in front of us all along. We just didn't know where to look. Heck, using this, you can even explain the 3 missing lab MEMS by saying they just weren't part of this bond with Suzuha, and that's who it was made for. Why commemorate people that aren't there to be commemorated for her?
Yeah.
これラボメンの頭文字じゃん。
2010年って言ったら何かなって考えたらね、ラボメンの年だって思って。
The year of the lab MEMS? Oh, you mean the year of the lab MEMS. It only makes perfect sense. Before 2010, there were 0 lab MEMS. I hope Okarin doesn't shoot her down by saying that Daru went to get the pen made.
He can't because of the original.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he would have done that anyway, see. Paradox.
未来ガジェット研究所ができたのは今年だもん。そういうことか。でね、すずさんから聞いた未来の話には、オカリンとクリスちゃんの話は出てくるけど、ダルくんの話はちっとも出てこなかったでしょ？
Well done, Mayuri! We really underestimated her.
Good job.
それを言うならマユシだって。
Let's not dwell on that, please.
Well, they don't need to worry about that part of the logic, but
マユシーはラボメンだけど、タイムマシンは作れないし、争い事も好きじゃないから。
what a remarkably simple, potentially truthful way to describe that. No, the reason there aren't any stories about Mayuri is because she dies in a few hours. Only Kurisu Suzuha and I know that, and we say nothing.
でもね、ダル君はスーパーハカーだし、
おい！
オカリンの右腕だし、電話レンジちゃんだって、オカリンとダル君の2人で作ったんだから、名前が出てこなくちゃおかしいと思うの。
名前が出てこない。すなわち、名前を偽っているっていうことね。
Yeah, barrel tighter, apparently.
Yeah.
すずさんがいたレジスタンスを作った人の中には、オカリンとバレルタイターさんもいたんでしょ？
Her logic,
Because he's shaped like a barrel.
her logic is impeccable.
で、2010年の秋葉にいた人で、タイムマシンを独自に研究できる人で、
And he was even going to the same thing that she was going to.
You don't suppose this means it's not true, do you?
No, it has to be true.
オカリンのリーディングシュークリームを
リーディングしたいな。
Yeah, whatever, man. It doesn't matter.
それについて知ってる人ね、ダルくんならぴったりでしょ？
Yeah? And for that matter, he made FG204 something something? Ah!
確かに。
それにね、すずさんがお父さんと会おうとしていた日のこと覚えてる？
Oh my god!
Well done. Well done. How horrible.
God, to be told this right before she leaves?
No, that's fine. That's just fine. What's horrible is that it's someone like this that has to die, you know?
Yeah.
タイムマシンオフ会に行けばお父さんに会えると思ったんだよね。
And for some reason, she knew that, which means she knew that because her father left that information for her.
Yeah!
Now, I don't know why, but he did, or she wouldn't have known it. It's like future Daru did know this already, because future Daru would know this, wouldn't he? He's finding out right here, isn't
Yeah.
he? Isn't this also even more of a reason for Suzuha to do what she's doing?
If it'll save him.
Well, what I mean is, like, doesn't this make Suzuha this much more attached to Mayuri?
Yeah.
Someone who tried her best the entire time to find her dad, wouldn't give up,
And then did.
and then succeeded!
I love everyone's expressions.
How can you ever make it up to someone who does something like that to you, you know?
ちなみにダルくんもそのオフ会に行こうとしてたでしょ？
あれは日本 SF 史を語る上で重要なオフ会だったんだマジで。まあ天音氏の尾行ついでに潜り込めたからラッキーだったけど。
I don't remember that, but I guess in this world line we didn't screw him over.
Yeah.
It must have happened because of the D-mail I sent. Huh, I wonder if there's any other implications of that.
Lord only knows these D-mails cause so many rippling changes, it's ridiculous.
父さんからそのオフ会の話を聞いたことがあって、子供の頃のことだからうろ覚えだったけど、
Okay, so
とにかく行けば会えるかなって思ったんだ。
she did know him. She just didn't know his name, which is pretty weird unless you consider that Daru knew this.
You're right!
Then he can't tell her his name.
Oh my god, time travel!
じゃああの会場で僕に会ってたらそれで解決だったって話？
どうかな。 その時点では橋田至お父さんだとは認識できなかったかも。
Well, in 2010, he should be young and cool, right? It all worked out. It all worked out.
あとね、タイムマシンの名前、FG204 なんとかって言うんだけど。
Oh my god! She is on the ball completely!
Oh, Sheena, Mayuri, I love you so much. Thank you for not being distracted by everything. Oh, man. God dang it! Seriously, Mayuri really is the best version of this character archetype.
I agree.
The best version.
FG204 セカンドエディションバージョン 2.31
Well, there you have it.
そのネーミングセンスは間違いなくダル。
Huh, what's that? Dig into the details a little and you'll be surprised what you learn?
それに FG はね、きっとフューチャーガジェットの略だと思うんだ。
So Suzuha's time machine is future gadget number 204?
最後に名前バレルタイターさんはね、ダル君しか考えられないよ。
Oh, yeah. This is something we didn't really consider.
Well, he's shaped like a barrel.
I doubt that's the route she's going.
そういえば昨日の夜、まゆりからバレルの意味を教えてって聞かれたけど。
Oh, I don't actually know this word because why would I need to talk about barrels?
You never know.
No, you're right. I look forward to learning.
バレルはね、樽って意味なんだよね、クリスちゃん。
Okay, there you go.
Wow.
タルタルダル
For those who don't know, I'm not really going to explain it, but ta and da in Japanese are linked. Like the way you would write da like that is you would start by writing ta and then you would put a special mark. So it's like so the sounds are intrinsically linked. So taru and daru are just straight up connected.
Oh, interesting.
ダジャレ
I approve.
でねでね、すずさん。橋田至って10回言ってみて。なんで言えばわかるよ。
Oh my god, I see where this is going.
What?
This is amazing.
What?
橋田至、橋田至、橋田至、橋田至、橋田至、橋田至、橋田至、橋田至、橋田至、橋田至、橋田至。
Well, you got it?
今、ダイターって聞こえなかった？
聞こえた。
橋田至、橋田至、橋田至、橋田至。
マジで？
That's brilliant!
Wow.
マジです。
You scientists and your reason be lain low by the power of Mayushi. What a wonderful girl. I can't believe it. In hindsight, says Okarin, how could you not come to this conclusion? But with all this evidence laid out in front of me, I
とってもお似合いの親子だと思うな。
Well, I don't know if I'd go that far.
プラシーボ効果かしらね。言われてみれば、二人が似てるような気もしてきた。
Placebo effect. A placebo is something that seems like medicine, but has no medicinal effect. When taken by a patient who believes it to be medicine, it gives them psychological stability. despite placebos having no medicinal effect, there are cases where patients' condition improves.
This sort of underestimates the placebo effect. It's much stronger than this. What's stronger isn't the placebo itself. I mentioned this a long time ago in this Let's Play, but what's stronger isn't the placebo. It's the effect that psychological stability or those positive feelings have. For many people, just going to the doctor is all it takes for some conditions to improve.
Yeah.
And again, it sounds kind of ludicrous, but
it's true. It happens.
Not only does it happen, but it happens in a big way. There's a lot of really recent research from 2018 and 2019 on the placebo effect that's showing that its value versus real medicine is higher than any pharmaceutical company or doctor wants to actually admit or feels comfortable admitting. Even if you deny the conclusions that appear in some of those books, for instance, Shina Mayuri just laid out all this evidence and it was kind of hard to deny. Well, there's all that evidence for the placebo effect. Whatever conclusion you want to draw, it's pretty meaningful.
お手柄だな。名探偵椎名真由里だ。
Yeah.
名探偵そんなこと言われたの初めてだよ。
You're brilliant. She's such a ditz most of the time, but maybe she's more perceptive than anyone knows.
娘天音氏が僕の
I would like to retract my earlier offer to make out, and then I'm going to throw up.
Maybe that does explain why you got along with her so well.
父さん。
そういう時はパパと呼びなさい。
こんな時ぐらい変態はやめろよ。
I don't think he is.
Maybe a little bit.
父さ
ん。
What a shock that must be.
ん。
Yeah.
私、来たよ。父さんに会うために。父さんが作ったタイムマシンに乗って。
Like, for a teenage boy to suddenly get that sort of dropped on them.
Yeah.
父さんのやろうとしていたことを私が絶対やり遂げるから。
Man, what a great moment.
だから見ててほしい。
見てるよ。絶対見てるよ。
Father and daughter reunited across time, across belief, if you can go that far. I'm truly glad we could bring them together. It wasn't for nothing, you know? It wasn't for nothing.
And what a nice motivation for Daru to start taking everything more seriously.
Yeah. He's got a responsibility to his daughter, after all.
ちなみに君の母さんは可愛かった？ロリ顔で背が小さくてだけど巨乳ってのを希望。
Hey, he is who he is, but he is who he is.
Yeah.
それは内緒にしとく。
Although he's suddenly extremely interested in any girl he meets named Amane.
Yeah.
さてと、これでこの世界線への未練はきれいさっぱり断ち切れたから。
You know, a future Daru died for this too.
Yeah.
そろそろ行くよ。
待て。もう行くのか。父親と積もる話があったりしないのか。
There's no time. And even if there were, isn't it enough? What am I doing?
私は大丈夫。きっと IBN5100 を手に入れてみせるから。
Like, from her point of view, isn't all of this just proof that she can really do it?
Yeah.
And didn't she do it? Didn't she succeed before something messed it all up? She looks at us with the face of a warrior, full of resolve.
未来を変えるのは君たちにかかってる。私は荷物をこの秋葉原に絶対持ってくるから。そして君たちに責任を持って託すから。
I wonder if I was right then.
What do you mean?
About Ferris and, like, dropping off the wrong computer or something like that. I wonder what happened to make that different. It was the one in Moeka's D-mail. Like, after Moeka's D-mail, it knocked this off course.
We're not sure. We don't know for sure because Luca's D-mail also happened after that. So we're not sure which one specifically prevented the IBN.
Okay. And we do know that in the original game, you did get to see Moeka's D-mail, and it
wasn't fishy.
Instead, what the scene did was play up her own fishiness.
Right.
お願い。未来を変えてほしい。
Can we even do that, though? Nobody speaks. Nobody nods. The future Suzuha spoke of is not the future we desire. In Suzuha's time, Daru and I fought to change it. We're kind of even doing that now. This time, we'll make sure it never happens. Mayuri will live. Kurisu will be free. Suzuha will grow up knowing her father.
それじゃ、35年後に会おうね。君たちにとっては数時間後か。
With that final warning, Suzuha boards the time machine. She waves once, and then the hatch closes behind her.
Probably shouldn't stand so close to it, guys.
My phone vibrates. I quickly take it out and open it. The mail's from Suzuha. Sayonara. Arigato. Goodbye. When I failed to stop her on a previous world line, she sent me the exact same message before leaving. But this time, the word holds a completely different meaning.
Suzuha.
We'll never see her again. Not this Suzuha. Yes, we can seek her out in our time. I'll most definitely make the effort anyway, when I can spare the time. But the next time we meet, an immense gulf of time will have divided us. She won't be the girl we knew.
Suzuha! きっとまた会おうな。
You better.
僕その時まで頑張るから。頑張るだなんてとっさにこんな言葉しか出なくて、自分のボキャブラリーの貧弱さが嫌になるけどさ。とにかく僕は頑張るから。鈴葉も頑張ってな。
Daru. His words probably can't reach her anymore, but they weren't really for her. They were always for him.
Yeah.
Suzuha's time machine has vanished into thin air, leaving a hole the size of a dump truck in Radikan's wall. Wonder what the news will say. Who cares? When I peek through it, I can see Akihabara Station right underneath. The air is thick with the smell of ozone and seems to pulse softly where the machine stood. We stand there for a while, staring silently at the empty spot while the summer breeze blows gently past. As if the wind were fate itself. Wonder what he's thinking right now. Probably not that much, honestly.
Yeah.
Just kind of like a sense of purpose. Unfortunately, we don't have time to mourn her departure. The time machine's sudden disappearance has thrown the area into chaos, which makes it easy for us to slip out unnoticed. See you in 35 years, Suzuha said. 54-year-old Suzuha should be here in Akiba. Before she left, we decided that the time machine's disappearance would be her cue to bring the IBN 5100 to the lab. Oh, so it's not setting one up, but actually just having her drag one over, huh?
Well, they couldn't do it that way because Okari knows that won't work. Because of the D-mails.
But it did work once before.
The timeline has been shifted so freaking much since then, though.
Well, I guess it didn't work then. You're right. It's just spinning in circles trying to place together events from multiple universes into one. Or so we hope. Fortunately, we don't have to worry about her forgetting the date. But when we return to the lab, there's no 54-year-old woman waiting for us. You don't suppose CERN already did something?
Possibly.
They got that email, after all. Thanks was the subject, and goodbye.
That's true.
It seems Suzuha hasn't come yet. Even though the satellite's vanishing act is all over the news. As I check the lab for any sign of Suzuha, a line of red numbers catches my eye.
Oh?
Divergence hasn't changed. Reading Steiner didn't activate this time, so I suspected that might be the case. At any rate, all we can do now is wait for Suzuha to arrive.
今はさ、鈴葉は54歳になってるわけでしょ?
But even if they got it, isn't that just also waiting for Mayuri to die?
Yeah, I don't think he'd have enough time to get it all hooked up and get the work done.
自分の娘が30以上も年上になってるのって見たいような見たくないような変な気分だお。
This has been the weirdest day.
For one Hashida Itaru, it cannot be a weirder day. After finishing your repairs on a time machine, you discover that your daughter is someone that you know, and then she's going to show up on that same day, more than 30 years older than you.
それどころか、結婚してもう孫がいてもおかしくないわね。54歳なら。
Don't make it worse!
つまり僕はこの年にしてひ孫の姿を拝めるとどんな顔していいかわかんねえ。ひいおじい
ちゃんらしくドーンって構えてればいいと思うよ。
ひいおじいちゃんって言わんでくれ。
Isn't the only thing that can happen from this just accepting Mayuri's death and working to do something with the 5100 that you have and then trying to take that back into the past? Like that knowledge at the very least?
Maybe.
But how are the Rounders going to let him go?
What I'm more concerned with...
Oh, no, I get it.
What I'm more concerned with is if CERN understands how important this data is, and I understand that they've got Rounders rounding up the IBN 5100, blah, 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 blah. Why do they have this information available to where it can be hacked? Why not just have the database not connected to a system? That seems like a gross oversight on their part, no matter how they encrypt it. I just feel like it's not going to be as simple as they say it is.
Oh, no, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Well, what it is I don't think the Echelon system could work in any other way. It has to go somewhere, and it has to be connected, because if it's not connected, it can't get the info.
Okay, that makes sense.
I guess what I just realized was, if their theory is correct, which is a giant if, and the answer is probably no, because the game's not over. If their theory is correct, they're supposed to take the 5100, use the time they have to find that email
and delete it,
and that's supposed to solve their problems. The thing is we don't know when CERN accesses that information and when they, like if it's an automatic filter, that stuff's already been sent.
Yeah.
So do they have to, like, take that information back to the past? Or Oh, but a sound interrupts their idle chatter about grandchildren. It must be Suzuha. Look at everybody's faces! Or will it be...
Moika?
But standing in the doorway was...
Oh, Okabe.
Our disappointment is palpable.
Yes, it's Father Brown.
I guess it's actually possible that he could be her son. Okay, so you can't see any of the facial expressions that Billy is making?
My brain!
Well, hello, Father Brown. Or Son Brown?
なんだあなたか。
なあ、うちのバイト来てないか。
Oh no.
すずさんならね、35年前。
This will be an acceptable answer to satisfy everyone.
Shut up, まゆり。
なんか知ってんのか？あいつどこ行ったんだよ。ここ数日ずっと休みっぱなしで、次にいつバイト出るかわかんねえんだよな。携帯に電話しても繋がらねえし。
彼女は実家に帰ると言っていましたよ。もうここには来ないでしょう。
何？そうなのか？あのガキ、雇い主である俺には一言もなしか。
The future is changing. On my previous leaps, Mr. Brown never came by the lab.
That's true.
But Suzuha was here. This must be related to Suzuha's trip to 1975. Surely it's a good sign.
She was out front with Mr. Brown when Okarin confronted her, so she must have been working today, normally, when he closed up early.
Yeah.
まあいいわ。こうして訪ねてきたのは岡部。おめえに用
Oh,
が
for
あるから
God's sake, it's true.
What is the reason that he allowed Okabe to rent the place and everything is because his mother or grandmother told him?
No, his mother. It'd be his mother.
His mother
but
told him to.
Specifically gave him these, look, you've got to do this.
Okay, so when I said that Suzuha was Nai from the future, because I thought there was a similarity in their looks, what if Nai is her grandchild?
If Tennoji Yugo's her son, then...
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean that he is. He could just be the building owner. But look, we mentioned it briefly last time that we've been working on trying to figure out who FB could be. And we just don't want to, like, blather all about it, like, at the beginning of an episode, especially considering what's going on. But, like, our leading candidate was actually, not that we were certain, not by any means, but just in the beginnings of thinking about it, our leading candidate was this guy!
Father Brown? His building has a direct line to CERN? He just happens to have a 42-inch CRT TV that Suzuha knows acts as the lifter.
Yeah, but the same reasons that we were thinking that he could actually be FB are the same reasons that it looks like Suzuha orchestrated this whole building. So,
俺に
I mean, he happens to have what Suzuha knows as the lifter.
Yeah.
He happens to put up with all their BS.
これは
前に俺が世話になった人からの手紙だ。
Ah, okay,
今日
okay.
お前に渡してくれって頼まれてた。
え
All right.
誰だ
Not Sun Brown then.
おめえこそ
Nice.
すずさんとはどういう関係なんだ？
And also, why didn't I find it suspicious that the part-timer was... Anyway.
No. This is just Suzu. Hashida Suzu.
Okay.
Totally different name. Wait, her surname's the same as Daru's. Very nice.
この女性は今どこに？
ん
Oh,
いや、10年前に亡くなったが。
10 years.
10 years.
There's that 10 years again.
That's no coincidence. Unless he... It's that fateful year 2000 where all sorts of stuff keep happening and it... Like she got silenced, you know?
Yeah.
亡くなった。
And how bad is this for Daru? That's not a coincidence.
It can't be.
That 10 years, John Titor...
Okabe's first reaction to reading Steiner.
And Hashida Suzu's death. She's dead?
いくつぐらいの人だった？
50は超えてなかったな。
You don't ask a lady their age.
The age fit? Oh, Daru.
渡してくれて感謝します、ミスター・ブラウン。
これ、もしかしてすずさん？
I get that it's complicated because timey-wimeys, but... especially these timey-wimeys, but it just... Like, I just was hit with that overwhelming sense of what must it be like for a parent to outlive their child. Because in some ways, that's
Yeah.
kind of what Daru's seeing, you know?
マジで？なんで店長が？
We couldn't dare involve Mr. Brown in all this, so we thanked him and sent him home.
岡部倫太郎様、お久しぶりです。天音鈴葉です。橋田タイターの娘です。あなたにとってはつい数時間前以来のことかもしれない。今は西暦2000年の6月13日です。
June 13th.
I don't remember when Okabe had his sickness. I think it was the beginning of the year.
I think you're right. I think it was at the beginning of the year.
Still could be related.
But that 13th, you know,
Yeah.
it's also kind of significant.
これをあなたが読んでいる。だいたい10年前ということになります。
Two months before she died, I guess? No, we don't really know.
Yeah.
結論だけ書く。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。
God damn it!
私は失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。私は失敗した。失敗。
And then the worst thing about this is in like 20 frickin' minutes, guess who's gonna show up at the front damn door?
今は西暦2000年の6月14日です。これをあなたが読んでいる。だいたい9年前、10年前になります。失敗した。
Poor thing.
私が私だということを思い出したのは、ほんの1年前だった。
Because of...
Whoa!
Why, though?
She didn't suffer any kind of memory loss when she came here, did she?
No. So something happened that made her lose her memory?
恐怖の大王が落ちるとか言われてた日。バカだバカだ。何が恐怖の大王だ。どうせなら落ちてくれればよかった。
Good Lord.
私はこの24年間、記憶を失っていた。覚えていたのは名前ぐらいだった。思い出したのはほんの1年前だった。
Well, I guess I understand what we have to do next.
Go back in time and tell her not to frickin' go.
I don't understand what we're supposed to do, but she can't leave at that time, at least in this world line. Whether it was something CERN did or just a freak coincidence from this crash. Yeah, I guess that was it.
恐怖の大王が落ちると言われて落ちなかった日。恐怖の大王なんてどこにもいないけど、私は死にたい。
And to like suddenly remember this at a time that you know it's too late, to suddenly... This means that it was even a coincidence that she used to own the building.
You're right.
To suddenly remember it, it's... Self-loathing isn't strong enough a word.
修理が完全じゃなかった。タイムマシンは不具合があった。私は1975年に飛んだ時、何も覚えていなかった。
Oh God, now Daru's going to feel responsible.
Oh God, poor guy. To not only in the same course of a few minutes, over the course of a few hours, he found out that he had a daughter from the future, that it was someone that he knew, that she did everything for him, that she was supposed to show up, a much older version, that she died, and that it was his fault. I mean, isn't that actually a lot worse than what happened to Okarin? God, poor guy.
それを今になって思い出す私は真っ白で、どうしたらいいかわからず、施設に保護された。今は一人暮らしをしているけど、それは橋田鈴というまっさらな人間として普通に生活してきただけで、天音鈴葉としての使命は完全に忘れていて去年思い出した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。失敗した。私は失敗。何が原因なの？タイムトラベルはうまくいかなかった。父さんの修理が完全じゃなかったんだ。でも父さんは悪くない。私が悪いんだ。
Oh?
まっすぐ1975年へ飛んでいればよかった。2010年に寄り道するべきじゃなかった。わがままを言ってる場合じゃなかった。これじゃ未来は変わらない。
I mean, she's just blaming herself. Why the heck should she have expected him to be able to fix it, you know? But she's right, isn't she? Isn't that the part, like the worst part? Knowing that if she would have just done what she was supposed to do instead of trying to do something sentimental, but without that,
IBN5100 は手には入れられなかった。ごめん。ごめんね。私は何のためにこの年まで生きてきたんだろう。
Maybe that's how she died. Either
despair.
Yeah, either grief, despair, or suicide.
使命を忘れてただのうのうと生きてきた。こんな人生何の意味もない。
You know, we've joked about the leaving the wrecked world lines in his wake, but isn't this also the first time
that we've seen the perspective of a wrecked world line?
Yeah,
sort of.
Exactly that. This is the first time that Okarin has seen the consequences of his actions. I'm not trying to blame Okarin for this, but it's like, if you don't do it right, this is what happened.
Yeah.
It's not every time that Mayuri has died, everyone has had to live their whole lives right there, just like we see how Suzuha has had to live her whole life. Just a crushing weight of guilt and misery on everyone, including us.
Finality of it all.
意味がない。意味がない。意味がない。思い出さなければよかった。思い出せてよかった。君に謝ることができてよかった。許して、許して、許して、許して、許して、許して。私の計画は狂ってしまった。その原因をこの1年考え続けていた。そして分かった。 私が1975年へ飛ぶのを一日でもためらわなければこんなことにはならなかった。岡部倫太郎。君はあのタイムマシンオフ会の後、1975年へ飛ぼうとした私を引き止めた。
At least by letting them know you can change your own past.
それはとても嬉しかったけど、でもそこで引き止めたのは失敗だったんだ。
She was never supposed to be that close.
私はあの日飛ばなければならなかったんだ。あの日を逃したらダメだったんだ。
Because it rained, and that's what damaged the time machine.
That was a D-mail from a meddling Okarin trying to make things better, sticking his nose in, not where it didn't belong, but that's what meddling is.
Yeah.
And in so doing, it made the divergence go down. The divergence from her own world.
Yeah.
How did that make it made the divergence go down because that guaranteed
that she wouldn't be able to do this. Yeah.
引き止められたから、その夜に雷雨があってタイムマシンが壊れてしまったんだ。もしも時間を戻せるなら、あの日の私を引き止めないようにしてほしい。
So, leap back there, write a letter, go put it in the time machine, and let her go.
Well, he can't time leap back that far. He'll have to use a D-mail.
Ah, you're right.
そうすれば私は君たちに IBN5100 を届けられる。
Of course, that's going to drastically change a lot of what's happened recently, so I'm not even sure what's going to be the consequences of that.
使命を果たせる。私は使命を果たしたい。父さんと約束したから。父さんの意志だから。私の未来を変えたいから。ごめん。ごめん。ごめん。こんな人生は無意味だった。
Just how miserable. I can hardly believe the despairing letter in my hands. Suzuha failed. We didn't repair the time machine properly. She couldn't obtain the IBN 5100. Her life was meaningless. This can't be happening. Nobody says a word. Their faces, like mine, are frozen in disbelief. I turn to Daru. He's whiter than a sheet.
Daru. タイムマシンは直したんじゃなかったのか?
As best as he could, right?
直ってたはずだよ。はずだけど、そもそもタイムマシンを直すのなんて初めてだったし、見落としがあったのかも。
Yeah, you can't fault him for that.
Suzuha didn't. Well, on the bright side, if everybody's memories get changed, Daru doesn't have to live with this guilt.
Well, that Daru doesn't.
Yeah, because this one is just going to live out the rest of his life blaming himself.
見落としたと。そのせいでお前の娘は24年間も記憶を失ったのだぞ。
Whoa!
No,
I understand you're upset, my friend.
It's fine. It's fine. It's totally uncalled for, sure. But is there any way anybody here can just stay extremely calm about it? Everyone's gonna explode,
You're right.
Or at least they will. They have to explode, you know.
僕だって好きで見落としたわけじゃ。
そうよ。二人とも落ち着きなさい。橋田はできる限りのことを精一杯やった。彼を責めるのはお門違いよ。
You Iron Woman, how can you stay so calm?
お前はなんでそんなに冷静なんだ。
Exactly.
こういう性格なの。悪かったな。とにかく落ち着け。
To be fair, she's not exactly the closest to Amane.
There is that. It's not Daru's fault. I know that. But it can't end like this. It can't! What was Suzuha feeling as she wrote this awful letter? I wanted to welcome her back with a smile. Instead, this. Suzuha is dead, 10 years gone. Wait. How did she die? Don't tell me the way this trailed off.
Yeah.
An unpleasant thought passes through my brain. It's not inconceivable that someone in this much despair could... Mr. Brown must know what happened. Dude, why do you gotta do this to yourself? Maybe you really don't want to find out.
Mr. Brown!
お、岡部。例のラジカンの人工衛星、消えたってよ。大騒ぎらしいぜ。
そんなことより、聞かせてください。
ん？なんだ？
橋田鈴さんの亡くなった状況について。
うん。知ってどうする？
It is that, and
he doesn't want to tell him.
Yeah.
俺は今まで彼女の死について何も知らなかった。彼女の最後を知っておかなければならない。そんな気がするんです。そうしなくちゃいけないんだ。それがどんな最後だったにしろ、この胸に刻みつけておかないと。
What a heavy heart you carry, Okabe Rintaro.
単なる好奇心ってわけじゃなさそうだな。で、もう一度聞くが、鈴さんとはどういう関係だ？
古い知り合いです。とても古い知り合いで、でも彼女と過ごしたわずかな時間は今もはっきり思い出すことができるんです。
Well said.
聞かせてください。
あまり言いたくはないんだがな。これから俺が言うことは心して聞けよ。いいか？
And then I get my answer.
自殺だ。
Yeah.
Suicide. The word weighed so heavily on me, I thought I might be crushed. And then Daru.
自宅で首をつってな。俺が第一発見者だ。
My life was meaningless. I recall the last words she wrote in her letter. Words of unimaginable despair. She didn't deserve so bleak an end.
そんなことになる1年ぐらい前から精神的に随分不安定になってな。それまでは明るくて優しい人だったんだが、俺はあの人の家に下宿させてもらってたんだ。スズさんは天涯孤独だったし、葬式にはほとんど人は来なかった。寂しいもんだったぜ。さっきの手紙はスズさんが死ぬ1週間前に渡された。2010年の今日になったら岡部倫太郎という青年に渡してくれってな。
Well, I guess that really does explain why they were here. and why he would never kick him out. When a young man named Okabe Rintaro showed up wanting to rent a room, you know?
すずさんは予知能力でも持ってたのかと思ったぜ。おめえが上に越してきた時はな。
Something.
Enough. I don't need to hear anymore. I can't take it anymore. We bowed deeply to Mr. Brown and returned to the lab. And the time...
Less than an hour.
No one speaks. The lounge is silent, save for the TV. What went wrong? Should I have stopped her from leaving after all? Maybe then this tragedy wouldn't have happened. No, what choice did I have? You know, there is another option.
Huh?
Time leaping back, saying, "Whoa, you don't get to go and this thing isn't fixed yet."
That's true. That's true.
It doesn't really change, or it doesn't really give them any hope as to what they can do.
Or fix the overall problem, but...
Well, specifically that. It's just like, can you really be greedy? Don't they really have to decide to send a D-mail?
Yeah.
And, you know, in so doing, it robs everyone here of their memories.
I don't think anyone would complain given the circumstances.
That's true, but knowing that you have to take this away from Daru, from Suzuha, from Mayuri, and again, Okabe is the only person who carries the weight of...
all these world lines. The weight of the worlds.
Yeah, exactly, the weight of the worlds. Nobody should have to bear all that. I can't save Mayuri without the IBN 5100. Suzuha had to travel to 1975. What if I redo these 2 days again? Could Daru fix the time machine so this doesn't happen? No, he'll have to start from scratch each time. 2 days just aren't enough, and it's not like anyone can help him. I recall what Suzuha wrote. If you can go back to that day, please, please let me leave. The D-mail I sent. Could that be the cause? It wasn't Daru's failure. And it wasn't CERN. I killed her. I killed her with that D-mail. As a result, she remained in 2010 for an additional 4 days. But that night, the time machine was damaged by a thunderstorm. If I hadn't followed Suzuha that day, the solution is obvious. I need to cancel that D-mail. But can I really do that? If I change the past so that Suzuha leaves, won't that undo the 4 days we spent together? Our frantic search through the streets of Akiba. Her heartfelt confession on the roof of Radikan. Her tearful reunion with her father, Daru. All of it will be undone. What do I do? Damn it. Moeka's men will be here any minute. There's no time to think. No time to hesitate.
Okabe, どうするつもり?
Is he gonna make a really big leap?
They said he can't.
Kurisu said he can't, but may not be true.
なんとかしなければならない。このままでいいはずはないんだ。
Okabe.
And he's gonna change something, and those numbers are just gonna creep down again. Closer to zero, the world of CERN domination.
オカリン、無茶はダメだよ。
Don't try to stop me, Mayuri. I can't let this stand.
クリス、お前は日付を正確に覚えている特技があったな。
ええ、まあ。
That is one of her habits, yes.
鈴葉の励まし会をやったのはいつだ
？4日前、8月9日。
You already know what you must do.
Okay.
Stop pursuit. Last mail is CERN trap. That should be enough to convince me to let Suzuha go.
オカリン、D メールを送るの？でもそうしたら全部消えちゃうんだよ。
Yeah, it will. I know that! I know that! But this is the only choice I have!
Here it is.
Now, I just need to send it.